Hello, everybody. This is Mike here again. So I'm doing my continuing series of programming how-tos, learning videos using the Microbit by BBC, MakeCode by Microsoft. And so today I'm going to do something I think is pretty cool. So one of the cool things about the Microbit is that it has built-in Bluetooth on the board. So you can communicate from one board to the other and to the microbit using Bluetooth. So I'm going to show you a quick example of how to do that, how to communicate from one microbit to the other. BBC makes it pretty easy to do this, and it's pretty straightforward and easy to do. So let me share my screen as normal and show you the code and show you the results. So as usual, we're going to use MakeCode by Microsoft. And we're going to click on the microbit category here. I've already written the code, so we just can walk through it and I'll show you how to do it. So we're using the radio drop-down menu. So this is the basic of the radio here. So just click on radio and you get all these different functions, methods. So let's set up the first thing you need to do. So if you look on the on start, so when you start up the microbit, you got this radio set group. So it's pretty simple. If you want two microbits to communicate with each other, you use the radio set group, and you can input a value between 1 and 255. Just the key is that when you upload this code to 2 or more microbits, you want to make sure that they all get the same number. If they all get the same number, basically you're creating a handshake through Bluetooth, and you're creating the communication between one microbit to the other. So the best way to do that is on start. You do radio set group, pick a number, make sure it's the same number for all microbits that you're using, and make sure you upload the code to all the different microbits, and that's as easy as that. You're basically creating a Bluetooth handshake. So the next part is from the radio menu, is on radio received string. So when you do on radio receive string, you can actually send variables and stuff too, but I'm just sending a string. I basically do show icon, which is the skull, the pirate skull, like I used in my last example. So what happens is when one microbit receives a string from another microbit, it's going to display this skull. So we'll see how that works here in a few minutes. And from the on button or the input menu, I got on button A. So when I press the A button, I'm going to clear the screen. And I got radio send string skull. So what I'm saying is that on the microbit that I pressed A on, it'll clear the screen and send through Bluetooth the radio send a string of skull. Pretty simple. Not really very hard, just pretty simple, straightforward. So I'll show you the Java script code. It's also very simple. So basically it's saying on input of the press button, call the function. When you press A, call the function, basically saying A's been pressed. So the basic thing is basically clear the screen and send a radio message, Bluetooth message, radio, Bluetooth, basically the same thing. Send string skull. Then it's also looking for the radio string, and it's saying that if you do receive a string, then show the icon, the skull icon, and then here in the bottom here, it's basically saying set the radio, set the group to 23. So all should be set to the same number, 1 through 25. It's a pretty simple here. JavaScript code. On start, on radio received, and on button press. So I've uploaded my code to both of my microbits. Oh, well, that's right. We can play around with it. Let's use the demo here on the side. So this is my starting microbit. I'm going to press A. And it brings up the second microbit. So this is just kind of the way the program works. So press A again. And the skull shows up on the other microbit. So now I come down to the microbit that has the skull on it. And I press A. So it clears the screen on this microbit, and the other microbit has a skull on it. Now, if you look up here, you'll see the transmission of the Bluetooth signal. So if you watch it closely, when you press A and press A, you see it sending the radio or microbit signal from one to the other. So this is a pretty simple, straightforward, kind of like a hello world program to how to use the radio commands, especially Bluetooth signal commands. So, I've shown you the blocks code, the JavaScript code, and I've tested it and it's working. I've already uploaded it to my 2 microbits. As you see, I'll turn both of them on. Now, I'm using my McQueen Plus only to power the microbit. If you have one of those battery connectors that connects there, you can do the same thing. So let me stop sharing my screen. Okay, so here's my 2 microbits set up. Like I said, I'm just using my McQueen to power the microbits. If you have that battery, the AA battery connector, you can connect them up and power them. So you don't have to have the McQueens to do this. Just want to say that as many times as possible. So don't worry about having to have the McQueens. You just need a microbit and a way to power it. So I'm going to press the A button on this microbit. Oh, I didn't change the code. Let me show you how you can do that real fast. Okay. So I updated the code. So I showed you the skull, and I'll make sure the skull is the one that's used. Okay. Okay. Connected to that microbit. Okay. Let's do that again. Stop sharing. There's the skull. I just didn't update the code. Okay, so I tested if it got updated. So when you press the A button on this microbit, the skull appears on this one. So you see there's no connection between the two microbits. This is all done through Bluetooth, which is built into the board. Press A, clears the screen on this side, and then tells this side to display the skull. Press A on this side, clears the screen, LED matrix, and the skull appears here. That's it, pretty simple. So that's basically a simple hello world, how to use the microbit Bluetooth. They call it radio, but it's Bluetooth because the Bluetooth built into the board. So just remember, when you set the group on start, make sure that you upload, when you do the upload, that both microbits get the same number. And then if both microbits are the same number, then you're basically creating a Bluetooth handshake, and they can both communicate back and forth. And then you just use the receive function, and it does whatever it's supposed to do based on receiving the value. And like I said, it's pretty simple. I did it on press of A. You can do it other ways. Press of B. Press of A, B. You can shake the microbit, use the accelerometer, however you're going to want to do input. Okay, that's it. Very simple, very easy to do, very straightforward. So I hope that's helpful to everybody. If you have any questions or comments or see something I did wrong or whatever, and once again, you don't have to use the McQueen's, this robot platform. I'm only using it to power my microbits. And that's the only reason why I'm using them in this demonstration. And it's very cool. So once again, thanks for watching this series, and leave comments or suggestions in the comment section for this video. And if you have any questions, I'll try to answer them as best as I can. And very cool. That's it. I hope to see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.